I've just been to Sainsbury's, and Sainsbury's is usually my favourite supermarket for buying real ale. Now actually I've not just been to Sainsbury's, I went about an hour ago, and I started recording this, and then when I played it back I realised my sound card has buggered the whole thing up, so I've got to start again. So the ale that I did open up and start on before is now reduced to that much. However, I can still tell you about it. Now, interestingly enough, although they do always have quite a lot of interesting real ales in Sainsbury's, today I went along and they had a bunch of stuff I'd never even seen before, all for about £2, £2.12, something like that. But they had an offer on where you could buy 3 of them for £5. So the first one I opened, well, actually the only one I've opened actually so far, hopefully this one will work and the other ones will, and I won't be too pissed to actually continue doing this for the evening, was this one. Let's try and get this steady. Oh crap, camera. Bad King John. You can't read that. I can read it. It says Bad King John. By, forgot what it was, Ridgeway Brewing. Shouldn't that be Ridgeway Brewery? But it says Ridgeway Brewing. No, it's a 6% beer. It's a real ale. It's got smeg in the bottom, which I avoided getting into the glass. And as I have drunk most of it so far, I'm actually feeling a little bit more lively than I was when I started earlier. Earlier on, anyway. So maybe that problem is a good thing after all. So I can tell you about this beer. Well, it is. It's very dark. It's almost black in colour. It did have a little tiny bit of a head on it, and that's managed to stay there throughout, which I always think is a good thing. I don't know if it actually is or not, but it always seems to be that way. And what struck me about it is that it reminds me of Fuller's ales, like ESB or Bengal Lancer, or even London Pride a little bit. It's got that same kind of nice rounded hoppiness to it, as well as having a nice deep malt flavour as well. I like it a lot, but it could be beaten for price. This was £2 and 2 pence, I think, a 6% ale. Now for that money I think you can do slightly better from Fuller's, but if you like Fuller's beer I think you'll like this one. I remind myself of what it was again. Bad King John by Ridgeway Brewing. So bearing that in mind, and as I have almost finished it, I'm going to give it as a score an 8 out of 10, which is very, very good, but it's not. It's just not amazing, but it is very, very good. Because I think I'd actually prefer sort of like Fuller's ESB, which is about the same price. Actually, might be a bit more, come to think of it. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, 8 out of 10, but definitely worthwhile trying. And you know, I think if you like proper beer, you should support the smaller breweries and stuff, and maybe sometimes, you know, actually pay a little bit more just to get something different anyway. So here we go. This was a good ale. I will drink it again, pretty sure of it. And I have 2 more to drink.